Vanakkam. This is Tamil in 2 minutes, stage 4. AMAV Tamil fun class. Let's begin. Yeah, this is called silk.
Okay.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this is silk, I have something to show you.
Yeah, that is silk too. You're right. Very special.
So I have the letter Ra. So since you said this was silk, on this silk I wrote a letter Ra.
Correct. This is a very special letter, isn't it?
You know how you said silk is very special? This silk is also special, but this is the real special. The letter Ra.
Yeah, okay. This is really beautiful. I did say artwork to you, but this here is on another creative level. Well done. Good job. I think that we're gonna have some food, eat, and then go home. Sorry guys, not today. What we're going to do is we're actually going to learn, and something that's more curious and something you are expecting more than this, the 216 letters. We're going to learn the உயிர்மெய் எழுத்துக்கள். We're going to learn the symbols. Now, if you know how to write this, learning and writing those 216 letters is not a challenge for you. For all our letters, such as ka, pa, cha, ma, ba, this tuneka helps us. We just extend the sounds. And same thing, we add this to our letters. So the next symbol that we're going to learn is the koki. Or think of it like a hook. Like a hook, yeah? So if we write it, something like that, yeah? So this here, we added to our letters, such as ki, si, mi, pi, and all of these will be that letter with this added to it, okay? And from here, we go into our next, now, suri. So this here, right? This we can add to our letters, so a ki, so that extends it. So ki, chi, mi, vi, it extends the sounds as well. So that's what we get with this symbol. These are all the symbols that we use, right? Like for our English language and in order to make things make sense. Well, the Tamil language has the same use of symbols that we use to make more letters. And there are a bunch of symbols that I can show you. And because you do have that question mark, I can start with something with that one there. Maybe give me the marker maybe, and I'll show you. So, let's just put this here. I have some as well. So you know how you drew that question mark, right? You mark like a hook, you know? Like that, yeah? That there makes, if we put this into our letters, gives us the E sound to it. So it adds an E sound. For example, if you wrote your, then added the hook to it like that, that becomes ki.
Oh.
Easy, enough.
Yeah.
Alright. Same goes, we have a bunch of other symbols that we include as well. If we did something like this, if we wanted to extend the sound, so we had E sound, we just add a suli to it, like that. Yeah? So again, if we wrote the letter ka, and we just did that there, that becomes ki. You're right, yeah. So that there is the suli, and then we have the koki, the hook. Okay, cool. So from this, we have all our symbols. You also know tuneka, right? We already learnt that one there. So if we were to do that one.
Wait.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, what does that become? If we added.
If we have ka, we put a tuneka in front,
After
it becomes
yeah.
ka.
Well done. So adding the tuneka gives us the extended sound of ah. That's pretty cool, right? Now saying using this, we also have more symbols that we can learn. Next one is also very simple. We call it the ottakombu. Now, once we add this to our letters, it becomes ke. So this would come with an e sound. So ke, che, me, ve. All of these will come to that sound with this added to it. Okay? And then the next one that we have is similar to that. So it looks like a ear, right? So this here extends that sound. So now we'll go into ke, che, me, ve. All of that gets to this sound with this symbol added to it. So this here gets added before the letter and that makes that sound. This here is called rettakombu. Next letter that we have is very similar to something that we learned before. So na, but it has a little curve to it, which I'll show you. So we write out rendusuli na, but there's a little bit of a curve. Okay? So now this we add before our letter. We add it before our letters and it gives us an I sound. So we can say kai, mai, chai, pai. All of that becomes with this letter in front. So we started with our tuneka. Adding this makes a a extension. So ma, cha, pa. And then from there we went to this one, the cookie, the hook. This here added to the sounds becomes ki, mi, si, pi. And then from there we went to our suli. Our suli extends the sound from here. So it goes chi, mi, I, pi, so on. And then from here we went to our ottakombu. Ottakombu makes a e sound, adding this before the letter. So ke, me, che, pe, so on. From there extends the sound. We go to our rettakombu. The rettakombu here extends to me, pe, che, le, and so on. And finally we have our I sound. So for that, something that looks like our na, but we curve it, that here makes, before the letter, makes our I sound, such as kai, pai, chai, mai, and so on. So these same symbols, we are going to use them in different forms, and that gives us different sounds. With that explanation, I won't meet you till next week. See you then. Nandri Vanakkam. This is Sharanya signing off in Tamil in 2 minutes.
அதிலோராயும் உயிரும் நீ என சொன்னேன் உச்சந்தலையில் உயிர் தமிழ் கொண்டு ஆடினேன் நெற்றி வரியில் நற்றமிழ் தன்னை எழுதினேன் பைந்தமிழ் பெருமை அறிந்து புருவம் தன்னை உயர்த்தினேன்.
This one here, from our, remember our circles?
Yeah.
Yeah? So if we did something like that, like a letter like that, right? In front of our letters, they say, what does that become?
K.
Hey, well done. So this, adding that in front gives us an I sound. If we keep going, we still do have more symbols that we can learn, right? So we have this other thing called an otrikombu. We'll write a small circle and then take it around like that.
Oh.
Okay? And if you add your ka, so maybe show.
So if you add the
So
ottakombu,
write the ka there. Next to it, yeah.
it becomes ke.
Well done. That there gives the e sound. So ke. Say you're adding two circles. So like your bracket, right? You're just adding two circles to it. And then you write your. That becomes a
Ke.
ke sound. Well done.
On it.
Alright, let's see if you know them.
Okay. First one, ki. So you put whatever your letter on, and then like the question mark, you put that. Ki.
Just the hook. Ki, cool. Keep going.
And then if you want to
Extend the sound.
extend the sound, you put ka, and then you put a little suli.
Well done. That
Ki.
is key.
Okay. Add the ka, and if we want to extend the sound, we put tuneka. which means car. Okay. When we learned the
Yeah.
if we put a car after it,
Yeah.
it becomes kai.
Well done. Keep going.
And then we have K and K. If you want to make those sounds, the first one you put otte,
Yeah. That's it.
and then you put ka, whatever you want. And then to extend that sound, you put rendu. Then you go,
And write your letter.
that becomes K.
Well done. Okay.
So we have ki, K,
Okay.
ka,
Yeah.
K, K.
Well done. That's all the symbols that we have for the Tamil language. Easy, right?
Yeah. With all of these, we also have. I remember this song, which is ko, cow.
Which we haven't done yet.
Yeah. Let me learn how to write them. I'll come.
Okay. We also have ku also.
Ku.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
தமிழ் பாட்டின் களி கொண்டு
Vanakkam. This is Sharanya in Tamil in 2 minutes. So as we mentioned earlier, we are going to learn these different letters, right? So ko, kau. In order to get these letters, what we do, the same symbols we learnt earlier, we just use them in a different form. And that's what we're going to look at today. Okay, so we already know this. This is our uttakumbu. And then from here, we write our letter. Okay? And then after that, we add our tuneka. Okay? And this here gives us ko. Simple? So 2 symbols that we already knew, we're just using it in a different way to get a different sound. The next thing that we'll go into, same thing as we learnt ottakumbu. Now we go into rettakumbu. Add that first, and then our letter. After that, again, our tuneka. This here extends our sounds as well, so it goes into o sound. So ko, or mo, cho, ho, vo. All of that comes from adding the rettakumbu at the start, add our letter, and then tuneka. Okay? We don't really use that often in our language, but it's good for us to know that as well. Okay? So first thing we do, we add our uttakumbu and then our letter. And after that, this here, I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with. This is la, right? But when we add this to this here, it becomes the sound kau. So the ow sound is becoming when we add the uttakumbu first, our letter, and then this here. Okay? So kau, mau, chow, pau, all of that comes from these letters here. Write that. Then you put whatever letter you want to put. So say you're putting ka. Then, you know the la that we did before that we learned?
Yeah.
If you add that, so by adding these letters, we get sounds like kau, mau, chow, pau, all of that. So having these symbols and the letters, we mix it up, we put them in different forms, and we get a bunch of letters. It's as simple as that. Move them around, there we go, we get 216 letters. So these symbols, these letters, these are the things that we use repetitively, although there are a few exceptions here and there, but we'll get into that later on, so don't stress. This is Sharanya. Please like our videos. Bye.
உள்ளம் தனில் குளிர்ந்தேன் செந்தமிழ் அதை செவி
Softly, don't pull my hair. Okay, why are you closing my eyes? Why are you tying this?
Just wait.
Okay.
Just gonna show you something.
Alright.
Okay.
This sounds exciting.
Okay.
Off you go.
When we do all the extended versions of the letters, we use some of these.
Right.
So tuneka, use it to make it ah sound. Okay. Like that for ah sound.
Donate card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we use ai.
Yeah, so it
So-
looks like a na,
Yeah.
but that symbol curves down. You're right.
So
Yeah.
like kai, you put this and then ka.
Well done.
Okay. And then for these, otta kolumbu and then otta
Yeah, and retta.
retta.
That's it. So
Okay.
one circle, and then you got the two circles. Yes.
So if you want to remember this, it looks kind of like an ear.
Right, it does.
And these letters make a sound of and a.
Oh, well done.
Okay. And for these ones, this looks like
Mm.
like a crowbar kind of.
Yeah, like a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This, when you put it on letters, it makes a I sound.
E sound.
E.
Okay,
And
nice.
then this is a suli,
Yeah.
so it makes like E sound.
So it's an extended version. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. E sound.
Okay, and for the last one over here, so cow. Cow makes, so like this, we put the otokonome and then
The combi, yeah.
otokombe and then any letter
Any
we
letter,
want.
okay.
Then we put la. That makes that.
Oh, ow
ma-
sound.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So we can do that for other letters.
Oh,
Tau, pau, no.
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay, now we get on to like the alphabet.
Examples. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
So we start off with ka, ki, and then ku and ku. I don't really understand. I need more time with it.
Okay, sure.
So I need more time. Okay.
Okay, sure.
And then we go ke, kai, ko, and ka.
Nice.
That is all the letters we use in the ka. Okay. Same like this we have for other letters like na, pa, ta, and no.
Correct, you're right. Now, you did have the only two letters that we had a little bit of trouble with was ku and ku, right? The sounds of oo extended. Oh, I'll definitely help you out with that. But let's
sing
sing.
it.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Ka, ki, ku, ke, kai, ko, kau.
தமிழ் தன்னை எழுதினேன் பைந்தமிழ் பெருமை அறிந்து
Vanakkam. This is Tamil in 2 minutes. Welcome back. I'm Sharanya. Now, as we spoke about these exceptions last week, we mentioned that we're going to learn it this time. These exceptions, now, it is very important for us to know and to know how to write them. So that's what we're going to look into today. Let's get them out. Okay, so these are some of the exception letters that I'll go into. So, for example, we want that U sound. We will have ku, so we'll write it like that. Same goes with mu, we write it like that. Lu, ku, mu, lu, all the same, we curve it up, right? Now with pu, it's a little bit different. We just put the straight line downward, but these are the exceptions that we learn to write. So on, we go pu, which is a little bit more in the extended version, and then we have vu, all very similar in the ways that we write some of these letters, but they're all extended in many ways. Okay. And with tu, we bring it around and we go back up. So that's a little bit different of it. Tu extension, so the tuneka sort of comes in there as well. Joint. Lu, also have the special lu, which has that little suli at the top as well. Okay. Now we go into a few more letters, and then same goes with our nas. When we write rendesuli nana, we write it down same way, same extended way, nu, and for monisuli as well, nu, nu. Pretty easy, right? Now this is ku. So ku, extended version of ku, right? This is a little bit of a different way for us to write it. But as we write our ka, we do a little circle and we bring it out like that. Okay? Even though these are the exceptions that we learnt and they are a little bit different, if we really think about it, it's the symbols that we learnt that are put in different ways. So we continuously use and repetitively use these symbols in different forms for us to get those 216 letters. So writing these uyir me eltukal is not going to be a challenge for you guys anymore, right? In saying that, these uyir eltukal that we are yet to learn and these me eltukal are also going to be very simple for us. So let's jump right into that. Nandri Vanakkam, this is Sharanya. This is Sharanya.
பழகையில் பாதையில் கற்கள் பொத்தியது ஆயினும் தமிழ் காதல் வாயை பொத்தியது.
Okay, why are you tying your eyes? What are you doing?
I gave a surprise for you. Now it's your turn to give me.
Okay, as promised, I will give you a surprise. Just wait, I'll go get it. Okay, open. More letters. Yeah? Alright, let's just take this out. So, you wanted to learn a little bit more about ku and ku, right? So, what I'll do, I'll teach you the letters a little bit further from there as well. So, ku, and then you use the same kind of idea with putting it around, so going down and coming up to give you the mu sound, okay? So again, like that. For ku, that one there is going to be a little bit different, okay? So if we write it like we're writing ka, and then we do our little small circle, right? Like we're writing ooh. Yeah.
I know this ooh.
Yeah, it's like we're writing.
Ooh, no.
That's it. Ooh. So you write the ka, and then you go to ooh. So that, add that together, you get the ku extended sound. Okay? So ku and then ku. Got it?
That's easy.
Now it's easy? Yeah. Perfect. Now from these, just a little other letters that do look a little bit different, but they're still in our language. We can learn that as well. So mu is like ku. That's fine. Now mu, how we write it is the same way we write mu, but then we add a little circle at the end. So that becomes mu.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah, so it's like the suli, but the other way around. Cool? That's mu. Now again, pu. Pu here. This one here, that's goes straight down like that to be pu. Okay? And if we want to extend this sound here, we have to write a little suli. That suli comes at the bottom. So you write your pa, and then you go down to write pu, and then a suli. Pu. Like flower. Cool?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a little different.
It is, you're right. And there's another set of letters that is also a little bit different, but that's the only one that we have to learn now.
You go tu.
That's it. So it's kind of like we're writing the ah sound. So, tu. Cool?
Yeah.
And what's this one here?
Tuneka.
Yeah, so if we write tu here and then just conjoin a tunekal, it becomes tu.
Tu.
Cool? Got it? So let's quickly go through them really quickly.
So ku.
Ku.
Ku. Ku.
That's it.
And then mu.
Hmm?
Mu.
Yeah, and then you can point the rest.
And then pu. Pu.
Nice.
And then tu. Tu.
Well done. Now it's all simple, right?
Yeah.
Good job.
என் தமிழ் மகள் பிறக்க கருப்பை ஒன்றை
Welcome back. So I told you guys that we're going to learn Mayuritukal, and that's what we're going to look at today. Now I did mention that it is easy, but I don't think you expected it to be this easy. All it is just adding a dot on top. So let's have a look. And now these letters, as you can say, let's go into it. So we have uk, just add the dot on top. In, ich, in, it, in, it, in, up, and then we have e, ir, il, uv, e, il, and then it, ir, and in. Pretty simple, right? All we had to do for all these letters is add the dot on top. Pretty simple, right? Nandri Vanakkam. This is Tamil in 2 minutes, AMAV Tamil Fun Class. Next time, we'll meet you with Uyirezhuthukal.
தொடையில் தாளம் போட்டேன் கால் விரல் கண்ணீர் விட்டது எழுத முடியாமல் கணுக்கால்